So today we'll go for the determination of liquid limit of soil sample by help of the Casagrande apparatus. So let us discuss what are the apparatus to be required for this test. So we required a Casagrande apparatus and grooving tools, spatula, wash bottle, and some moisture can and a weighing balance. So before going to the test, let us discuss about the what are the parts of the Casagrande apparatus. In Casagrande apparatus, we determine the liquid limit by means of mechanical method. So, so here is the brass cup attached with this rubber block and fitted with a handle to attached with the crank, and there is a counter over this Casagrande apparatus, and these are the adjustable screws. So what are the use of this adjustable screw? So we need to fix and calibrate our instrument that it should be have a free fall of 10 mm upon this rubber block. So how it can be done? So before proceeding into liquid limit device should be inspected to determine that it is clean and dry and good working condition, that the cup falls freely and do not have too much side play at its hinges, and the grooving tool should be also inspected and determine that it is clean and dry. So using on the gauze, that is the brass block, or we can do it by this separator that is provided with the grooving tool. The mechanical liquid limit device and height through which cup is lifted, here the height, and draught shall be adjusted so that the point of cup which comes in contact with the block or this grooving tool with the base free fall through exactly 1 centimeter for one revolution of the handle. We can use two types of the grooving tool. Here, this grooving tool will be required for the adhesive type of soil, and this is the ASTM types where we can use it for the cohesionless soil. For the test, take about 120 gram of the soil sample passing through 425 micron ISC, and it should be mixed thoroughly with the distilled water in the evaporating disc, or it can be done upon a flat glass plate to form a uniform paste. Let's add water to form a paste, and the paste should be up to that consistency so as the cup to cause the required closure of the standard groove. And in case of the clay soil, the paste of soil should be left to the stand of about sufficient time so as to ensure a uniform distribution of the moisture throughout the soil sample. So let's mix thoroughly. After mixing by adding the distilled water for some time, the soil comes to a closure of the consistency. So now we will keep this soil for some time with covering its top with help of a glass plate, or it can be wrapped upon it through the polythene wrapper and keep it for some time. So after a period of 5-6 hours, remove the cover and add another little bit of amount of distilled water and remix the sample thoroughly. Now place a portion of soil sample up in the cup and spread it like this. The sample should be labeled properly and uniformly like this half-filled cup. Before the test, you must ensure the counter reading should be at 00, and we'll use this grooving tool as it is cohesive soil. So let's see how to hold the grouping tool. Here you see there are two faces of the grouping tool, and you must notice this person, and this person should be towards yourself, and hold this grouping tool likewise and place here, and with a position of 90 degree group the soil sample. You see there is a separation gap in between the soil sample. So now we will provide blows with a speed of 2 revolutions per second. And same as we have to notice the counter, and our reading should be within 15 to 40. If within the 40 blows the soil not get merged, then we have to repeat the process of adding water into the soil. Then once again we will replace this soil into the cup, then add some another amount of water and repeat the same process. After remixing this, once again you have to put a portion of soil mass in the cup, and before placing the soil you must ensure the cup should be clean with the help of cloth or tissue paper, and once again repeat the process. still the soil didn't collapse, but it is little bit closer to each other. So we have to repeat once again this process unless until we get uh, both soil separate soil into collapse. Here you see the soil has been closed contact. So you must ensure the contact should not be less than 10 mm. So it is about 10 mm, 11 mm. So now we will keep this soil sample in our moisture can in order to determine the moisture content. Before it, you must measure the empty weight of the moisture can. First number of blow is 39, in between 39 and 40. So let's take it as 39. Repeat this process once again after adding water, a little bit of distilled water. Now the soil has been collapsed. Let us fill this soil sample in another moisture can. Repeat this process with adding another little bit amount of water and mixing the sample thoroughly. Now we noticed that as we increasing our water content inside the soil sample, the number of blows getting decrease. So as like you have to take another 1 or 2 reading, and the minimum reading to be taken, that is 3 reading in order to draw the flow curve. But we generally prefer 4 or 5 reading so as to avoid if any man-made mistake happen. Now for the next round of test, we place the sample in the cup, then repeat the same process of growing accordingly, then giving blow into the sample. Weight this soil sample along with the moisture can and note down the readings and keep it inside oven for 24 hours to determine the moisture content, and leave this soil sample for air drying, natural air drying, and to determine the plastic limit of the